Hi, I'm Sean. I'm a fine woodworker. I make everything from tables to chairs to picture frames to vases. Today I'll be showing you around my workshop and telling you about some of the pieces I've made. All right, let's go in. So we're in the centre of the workshop. This is sort of the machine area. I've got all my hand tools and my workbench on the other end. The workshop didn't always look like this. Pretty much everything in here isn't the original version. It's always an upgrade. So I started off with a smaller table saw, a smaller thicknesser, a smaller extractor, and then I just upgraded. All the money I make just goes straight back into the workshop. This is the timber store. This is where every project starts. This timber store is actually the biggest thing I've ever built. It was a big challenge. There are a lot of nightmares in the build process, the biggest being the weather. I was at the point in my career where building the timber store was quite essential because I was running out of space in the workshop for storing wood. So I'm really lucky to have this space, and I wouldn't be able to grow the business without it. This is my outdoor workstation. I've got a portable workbench and an Evolution gazebo. The Evolution gazebo is a new addition to the workshop and has allowed me to do a lot more outside. And being under the gazebo, the sun won't affect the wood or rain, so I can cut outside all day. Especially with the Evolution cordless power tools, I don't need to run power out or worry about a long extension lead. I can cut as much as I want outside really easily. The latest addition to my workshop is the CNC. I built an enclosure and a stand for it because it's quite a loud and dusty machine. And that's gonna really help me grow my business, and it's gonna allow me to batch more pieces out and make more repeatable cuts for jigs and inlays. There's two sides of the business. I have one side which is the custom commissions, one-off pieces, and the other side is my own designs, which I like to batch out and sell on my website. I have my own catalogue. Some of my favourite batchable pieces, some of my own designs, have been the Oxford table and the Hawthorn chair. The Hawthorn chair is one of my proudest pieces because I designed it completely from scratch. The back of the Hawthorn chair wraps around you and turns into the armrest. So that's probably the most impressive part of the chair, but also the legs are very unique. They're faceted on all the sides and they turn 45 degrees from the top of the leg to the bottom. In some lighting situations, it looks like the legs taper down to a hairpin point. One of the most challenging pieces I've ever made was my Celtic maze vase. I decided to make a large segmented vase with a Celtic pattern on the outside. And to challenge myself even more, I wanted the pattern to be a game. So I chose a maze, and the idea of the maze is you had to start from the bottom and work your way up to the top. This vase has 1,500 pieces in it, and if one of them was glued in the wrong location, the whole maze wouldn't work. But it was well worth it. I don't think I'll ever sell the piece. It has so much sentimental value for me. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favourite pieces. The last project I made was my biggest furniture piece to date. It's a large walnut L-shaped desk to go in a corner of a room. It's 2.5 metres by 2.5 metres. One side is a long storage area with 6 sliding doors made from one piece of olive ash, so the grain continues throughout all the doors perfectly. And the other side of the L-shaped desk is the computer area. It's got a really cool geometric style leg. It's got a low drawer where you sit, and also some cable holes, so the cables go underneath the desktop, follow along a channel, and then down the back of the storage area. So I'm really excited for that to go on the YouTube channel. So thank you for visiting me in my workshop today. If you're interested in learning how to make this Japanese-inspired shelving unit, then make sure you click through to Evolution's website to watch an in-depth build video.